I am Princess Mhoon. No, my name is not Princess Mhoon. I am Princess Mhoon. Baba Chuck Davis taught me to always proceed with I am. Born Princess Nefer Kamura. No, let me rewind it. Let me say it like my mother. Born Princess Nefer Kamura Ra'atan Mhoon. And I'm here to talk to you about my roots. The part of me which attaches to the earth, that which supports and grounds me, my anchor, my valve, that stuff that's hidden underground. Absorbing and transporting the magic, the supernatural through my lens. My roots are in Chicago, South Side, also known as the Shy-Illa, Chi-Town, Chi-City, the Windy City. I'm so shy, I'm bashful. My grandparents who helped raise me, basically, Herschel and Juanita Mhoon, relocated to Chicago from Tennessee during the Great Migration, also known as the Black Migration. My grandmother was one of 7 sisters, was born to Gilbert and Amy Porter, successful entrepreneurs in their community, where Grandpa Porter owned grocery and convenience stores. It was a bootlegger. I mean, he was an entrepreneur on a whole nother level at that time. He was one of the only ones faithfully serving the community as really the only options for blacks in that area. As you would have it, my family's lives were constantly threatened and their establishments were eventually burned down by the Ku Klux Klan. Still, Juanita, my grandmother, a boss, took after her parents, and despite that harsh threat of racism, at 19, she opened her own hair salon on the weekends. Now, let me tell you about my grandmother. Her press and curl will last 2 weeks in the summer. Okay? So that tells you, I'm sure her business was successful. During this time, she met a young sailor. His name was Herschel Mhoon. That's an old Southern name. We called him Papa. And together they would soon start a family. He won her over. Constant jokes. He was funny all the time. And his love and affection for her, caramel brown skin. Wait, let me think one of Papa's jokes. I'm down with it, can't quit it. Like a bird, I'm always furred. Any way the wind blow is cool with me. Can you dig it? As the family grew, they decided they're leaving the South. They were out of there. They joined the masses and they moved to Chicago. They ended up there because that's where my great-grandparents lived, Herschel's parents. Together, they conquered the big city, started more businesses, bought more properties, and raised 5 children. And one of them being my mama. The baby, Amy Mary Mhoon. She was the artist of the Mhoon clan, an actress, model, dancer. Eventually, she started to study African dance. That was the thing. The 70s, Black Arts Movement. She studied with Najwa Soyini. It was there that she began to identify as not an African American, but an African in America. She embraced her kinks and her curves. Then she began to realize that black is beautiful as her fist raised high. Soon she met my father, born Eugene Fulton Jr., but he changed it to Twaku Ra'atan, then Ikeolu Shango Bumi. When I tell you he was conscious on another level, I'm talking about Black Panther conscious. I'm talking about like the founder of the Egyptian monastery conscious. I'm talking about like original Sun Drummer of Chicago conscious. I'm talking about he saw me wearing nail polish one time and made me chip it off one by one with my nails conscious. Ikeolu, my dad, played over 7 instruments and was one of the most sought after musicians in the city, full of charm. My mom, young Amy, was new on the scene. She was quiet, she was shy, she was sweet as pie. He set his sights on her and soon enough won her over. Amy was down for the cause, and so it worked. She changed her name to Namuratan, and together they danced and drummed and made 2 beautiful babies. I was the oldest. Then came my brother, Prince Anubis Ra'atan Moon. Together we made a family of 4 during the Black Arts Movement in Chicago. We stood in solidarity, make no mistake, with the other prolific voices like Hakeem Matabuti, Sonia Sanchez, Amira Baraka, Nikki Giovanni, and so many more, whom were my actual mamas and babas right in Chicago. Their children were my siblings in Black Power. We raised our voices, we raised our instruments, we raised our legs, all on one accord. When I think about my roots, I think about Psalm 1:3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His life also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. My roots run deep. I am my great-grandparents, Gilbert and Amy. I am my grandparents, Herschel and Wanda. I am my parents, Eugene and Amy's wildest dreams. I am Princess Nefer Kamura Ra'atan Moon